At this point in time, we are going to take a brief investiture lecture and to do the honors of bringing on stage our keynote presenter. Please, my fellow compare, you have the stage.
All right, thank you very much. Let's put our hands together again for my co-compare. He's done a very great job. The keynote, the investiture lecture. If I want to read the biodata of the lecturer, we're not going to leave here. So I'm just going to crave your indulgence and his indulgence. Just say he has over 24 years of experience in the academic and public sector as lecturer, consultant, and researcher who has lectured in Kenya, Philippines, and Italy. Professor Egwakhe is a consultant with local and international organizations. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, very much in a hurry to deliver this lecture. Please let's put our hands together for Professor Egwakhe.
And the man of the hour, just to speak at his university. I actually promise that I will speak more than the press, ladies and gentlemen, and Prince Lawrence Egwakhe, you are the reason why we are here. And you did step in to ask me to speak at your investiture. And what I'd like to talk about is entrepreneurship, tax reform, and sustainable economic development in Nigeria. And when you look at the factors that are operating within this company, they are three. Therefore, my job is to bring this alive that will make it a good thing for us to eat. If three parties with different entities and understanding are asked to work together, there must be a reason why they have to work together. Otherwise, there will be conflict. Therefore, in the classroom, there is this understanding that entrepreneurial activities, especially from the time of Adam Smith to the era of Jesus Cooper, even in their theoretical discussion, manifesto, and manifestation, that the only way any economy can grow is wealth redistribution. That is to collect from the entrepreneurs through the government mechanism we share, so that our society becomes a better place. If there is any disequilibrium in the system, one party fails, and that will raise conflict within the system. So entrepreneurs, they have it there, they will still be there. Tax has been part of our existence. From the time of creation till today, tax is a function. And from the literature, we understand that the issue of tax is deontological, it's a duty. And it's a moral duty that you pay tax. And it's also a moral duty that when tax is paid, the government that is collecting this revenue should use it to change the welfare of the society. Therefore, we will say the fairness and the justice in the tax system is what at times can cause trouble. If it is not fair, if it is not just, it will become a story of Tom and Jerry. Therefore, what is my job? I will do my best to allow an interface to exist in the interpretation of what it means to say I'm going to pay. If I don't pay, what is the consequences? And what is the government duty to me as a person? What is the fairness in this? And how this interconnectedness can bring about a sustainable development in Nigeria. Therefore, I look at this one by one. Entrepreneurs, they borrow the creative energy required. And by doing so, they make the economy attractive, effective, and efficient. So entrepreneurs, they have shaped the human civilization over time. Without them, we will not be where we are. And because they have shaped our society, they also contribute to the government pocket and meet their own personal self-interest. And doing so, all of us, we are better off. All of us, we inspire others to become entrepreneurs. And now, this is my assumption. I believe that an individual, a person who invested, will develop a product or develop a system and a process that will make things better, and that this person must earn a wage for. If it is unweaponized, on our own we will pay tax. Now the question is, will reform and continuous reform make tax more attractive? No. For every increase in tax, there is always 5% decrease in the number of persons that are willing to invest. 2, there is 10% increase in the number of persons that will underpay tax. 3, there is also going to be about 20% decrease in tax compliance. Therefore, how do we make tax more attractive? And how do we allow compliance to be humanized? To a point that when the tax officer comes, it's not like police is visiting you. Therefore, I'm going to say that 1, we should understand the context factors that are social, economic, public good, and address them so that we become responsible and we become true to the nation that is our own. We must be for the next generation. If this attractiveness is not there, entrepreneurs will not be encouraged to invest. And if entrepreneurs cannot take risks, we have compromised the future we are building for the next generation. If it is a moral duty, let this moral duty cascade across the board so that tax entrepreneurs, they have a moral duty to every human being in this world. If we increase our keep increasing from 5% to 7.5%, the question is, who bears the body? The body will be both at the labor market, the entrepreneurs, and the government. The labor market becomes so expensive, yet entrepreneurs will withhold their cash, and government will not have funds to run the system. So the long-run effect of continuous progressive, unhumanized tax reform will create inequality, heterogeneous agents. Because the chair made use of the Egwakhe, the area of economy,